see you two in Olympia helping with this cake.
Someone ordered it. It was delivered to the house. I thought there was some conversation to be had.
What's going on?
Things are moving awful fast.
I ordered the cake. Thank you, Ellen.
Anytime, dear. I'm just going to get some candles for the cake.
So, you gave in to them, didn't you?
I thought I could strike an accommodation with your cousin.
An accommodation.
In the world I come from, it's not always all or nothing. After all, we have to go on living in the same world together.
So, you get up every morning and say, who can I compromise with today? Surely there's a sociopath out there willing to make a deal.
Frankly, I can see why you wouldn't want to accept a proposal of your cousin's 50 grooms for 50 brides in its entirety. But it seemed to me this young man, Nikos, he wasn't such a bad fellow after all.
They're all the same, just different manners.
And I thought there could be one or two others like Nikos. And if one could find them, there would be room to negotiate.
To negotiate.
See if there might be one or two natural alliances.
I'd like to love the person that I marry.
Yes, to be sure, we all would. And sometimes we do. At first. Sometimes it lasts a bit.
I know people who've loved one another all their lives.
I do too. And yet it's very rare. For the rest of us, we make do.
Maybe some of us don't want to be married at all.
I thought that could be an option too. And yet for some of you women, having a family might be something you long for as much as I do. To be close for all of your lives to another human being and to the children that you have together. To the pleasures and the pains over the years that bring you closer together. Closer to knowing that the deepest truth of life is that life is nothing for us but an experience to be shared with others. And if we want that experience of life to be deep and passionate, to have a sense of its unfolding over the many years, to be in touch with the whole of it as we grow old, lifelong marriage, some of us would welcome.
What?
It seemed to me you could go to these fellows and say, look, the deal as a whole is no good, but we'll take 50%, 10%.
What are you saying?
Of you 50 young women, I felt sure that some of you must still want to marry these young men. And that was the accommodation I tried to arrange.
Take 50%. Take 10%. What is this? This is insane. We'll make some package deal.
Is Nikos a part of this?
And what about Constantine? Is he a part of the deal? Am I a part of the deal or not?
We didn't get that far.
Didn't get that far? How long does it take to get that far? These men think they can do anything.
I'm not afraid of men, Thyona. In fact, I kind of like them.
So,
Maybe you think I shouldn't play their game, but I think I'm not a helpless victim. When I put on a short skirt and dye my hair and paint my toenails, I don't think that I'm a twit. I think men know what I'm doing, and they think it's fun, and I think it's fun too. And I think I'm an equal in the game we play. Maybe I wouldn't mind some sort of negotiation.
we don't accept your deal. You can tell these men we don't accept it. What we would accept is, if these men like, they can come to us one by one and beg us to marry them. Give each one of us time to make up our minds. Postpone the wedding day. Let us consider and reconsider. Let us think about it when we are on our own ground, when we are strong and they are weak. Let us come to them one by one and say freely if we want to marry them. Otherwise, there's nothing to be said.
Except that
nothing! We reject your offer. Fiona! I speak for all of us.
I'm sorry to tell you what I've been saying. This is only the proposal I tried to work out. In fact, Constantine won't have it either. And he speaks for all of your cousins. Your cousins will marry you whether you want to marry them or not. None of you has a choice.
And Nikos, what did Nikos have to say?
He let his brother speak for him.
Oh.
Isn't this just what I said?
Yes. Well, this is why we came to you. Thank God we were lucky enough to come here. Thank God we found you.
I wish, in fact, you had found somebody else because I can't protect you. I can't put my home at risk, my home, my family, my nephew, my brother's daughters. I can't do it. I'm sorry, but for me, that was never an option. The wedding will take place today. The arrangements have been made.
who am I supposed to marry then? This is no different. We're lying in our beds and soldiers came through the door and took whatever it was they wanted. I'm not going to do this.
What else can you do?
What else can you do? If your father won't protect you, your country won't defend you, You flee to another country and no one there will take care of you? What is left? Nothing, except to take care of yourself. We have no country. We have become our own country now, where we make the laws ourselves.
Right.
And when these men take us to bed on our wedding night, these men who left us no alternative, these men who forced themselves on us, we will meet force with force, and we will kill them one by one. What?
Kill them! I can't kill them, are you crazy?
Would you kill them if there were soldiers coming through your bedroom door?
Of course I would, but to kill them!
Kill them? What choice did they give you but to stop them the only way they will ever be stopped? All these men understand force!
But to kill them? At least we don't want to kill all of them.
Maybe some of them are good.
None of them are good.
How can you say that?
Here's how you can tell. None of them objected to Constantine. Not one stood up against him and said, no, Constantine, let's take this deal. Or let's at least negotiate. Let's talk to these sisters and see if maybe one or two of them want to marry us. And let the rest go free. Let those go free who don't want to marry. Take the risk that some of us will be rejected. No, not one stood up against him. All his brothers are silent partners. Would you ever want to be with someone who just gives in like this? Would you ever be safe with someone as weak as this?
No.
They have all come along with this. They have made their decision. The only question is, will you defend yourself and defend your sisters?
Lydia?
Yes.
Olympia.
Yes.
Tina.
Yes.
Artemis.
Yes.
Lita. Persephone.
Yes.
We have a pact then. Not one groom will live past his wedding night. Not one. Are we agreed?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
We're here to help you get ready for the wedding.
Sometimes I feel like I'm standing on the side of a muddy hill on 1,000 bitter places, and it's my job to keep sliding down the hill.
Nothing seems to be working out. I was hoping for a wedding dress from Monique Coulier. But back home in Greece, all I could find was an Allan of Olympia. Not even a Piero wing. And I've been planning all my life, or most of it, for something with little spaghetti straps and some lace right on the bodice, and little lace flowers just where the straps join the bodice. And people sometimes say you just have to settle. But I don't want to. I don't think I have to settle. I don't see at least on my wedding day I can't have things exactly the way I want them.
Oh, darling, don't say that. You're going to love the way you look by the time we're finished with you. Oh, what beautiful complexions you all have. I say to myself, if I had such a complexion, I would have been married 7 times by now.